Hello everyone, welcome to Sources Classes. So in this video again we'll be continuing our discussion with a very interesting topic. So we had come up with an RC session for you. So we'll be discussing a very interesting RC in this, the RC concerning to arts and basically aesthetics and all. So it's a very unusual kind of a topic. So much seen in various competitive examinations like GRE and GMAT. So this kind of topics are pretty much ours. So let's try and see whether we can make a sense out of this RC, and then we'll subsequently try and solve the questions in front of us using the RC. Okay, so having said that, let us focus on the passage. The definition of modern artist and art critics make between the arts. Okay, the definition that modern artist and art critic make between the arts on one hand and crafts on the other hand was foreign to classical antiquity. Okay, so art differentiation between art and craft is basically foreign to classical antiquity. Both arts and crafts were regarded by ancient Greek as production according to rule, and both were classified as technique, which can be translated as organized knowledge and procedure applied for the purpose of producing specific preconceived results. Okay, this concepts run directly counter to the deeply ingrained insights of the modern aesthetic thought that art cannot be reduced to the rule and cannot be evaluated using the set of rules reducible to a formula. Okay, so art cannot be simply quantified to any kind of rule, that has been said. The Greek concept predominated until the middle of 18th century. Greek concept predominated in the middle of 18th century when the French aesthetician Charles Botox heralded the idea that what distinguishes the art from the craft and the sciences is arts. Between the art forms and crafts and the sciences is the arts production of beauty. The idea lasted until the beginning of 20th century when some critics argued that beauty was highly ambiguous term, far too broad and indefinite for the purpose of defining or evaluating art. So why aesthetics or beauty should not be used? Okay, why we are talking about beauty since 1900s. Okay, large number of since 1900s. Okay, we talked about early Greeks, then we talked about middle of 18th century, and now we are talking about 1900s or 20th century. The large number of definition arts have come up. Okay, different arts have emerged while covering a sector of accepted creative and practical practice, but none apparently applicable to the whole of what is accepted as art by the modern world. So this is showing the varying degree of diversity of art in the modern time. Diversity of arts definition in 1900. Okay, not only do contemporary definition of art fail to agree on any common approach or on common areas of concern, but individually many of them do not even serve to differentiate this work as conventionally accepted as art by many artists and critics from those that are not. Okay, a drawback has been mentioned regarding differentiation and basic classification. For example, the mimetic theory holds that art reproduces reality. But although amateurs photographs reproduce reality, most artists and art critics do not consider them. Okay, so this is what we are talking about, basically a contradiction. Okay, the approach in which although the definition remains constant, but amateurs photographers are not considered artists and their work are not given any appreciation in the field of art. Okay, this is what talk about that. The inadequacy of this definition suggests a strong element of irrationality, because it suggests that the way in which artists and art critics talk and think about works of art does not correspond with the way in which they actually distinguish things that they recognize as arts, as work of art, from the things that they do not. So yes, again the drawback has been talked about in the inadequacy. Okay, so yes, we are talking about art, we are talking about basically antiquity, in general, different time frames of the from dating back to the time of the Greeks to 1800s, mid 1800s to 1900s, and the modern time. And the modern time, what the complexities and what are the problems that we are facing in regards to the definition of art, and how we categorically choose to criticize some or or appreciate the other form of arts. Okay, so let's talk about the same. And let's now, having read the entire passage, let's tackle the questions now, and let's see how we can solve the same. In his treatment of contemporary art definition of art, the author expresses, so basically contemporary definition is this particular para, okay, this last para. Praises for their virtue. No, the author actually criticizes their virtues in general, or maybe he points out, not criticizes, he points out the loopholes in their theory and their what to say, their view in terms of expressing arts. By the author just said, right, the where it's talking about, yeah, for example, mimetic theory holds, just go through this. The mimetic theory holds that art reproduces reality, but although amateur photographers reproduce reality, most artists and art do not consider them art. Okay, so they are basically discussing all the drawbacks. So praise cannot be concerned about their defects. Yes, author is concerned. He is talking about all this, the polarity in the opinions that we have seen in this regards, means what they consider to be the definition of art, but in practice we don't actually see them. Approval of their strengths, no. Indifference to people who take them seriously, no, 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 no indifference. Ridicule, no, author does not ridicule anyone. So option B should be the correct answer. The passage is most relevant to which of the following area of studies? Okay, A is history of aesthetics. History, okay, history if we talk about, see, in this passage we have talked about the period of Greeks, okay, Greek concepts. 1800s, we talked about, yeah, Charles Braddock's in middle of 1800s, so mid 18th century, and we talk about 1900s. So yes, it could very well be the history of aesthetics. Literature, no. Sociology, psychology, and of totally out of context, and we have not dealt with the people's belief or anything as such. So all these three out of context. So yes, option A will be the correct answer. Okay, now let's move to. I hope this is clear. By these 3 points alone, we can actually point this to the history of aesthetics only, and we start off by simply talking about antiquity and aesthetics and beauty being a part of the same. Okay, now let's move to question number 3 now. The passage suggests that compared to the conception of arts in the earlier eras, 20th century conceptions are more ambiguous and amateurish. See, ambiguous, yes, their definition might be, contradictory with their practices, what they define, but in what they practice is totally ambiguous in that nature. But amateurish, author has never said that. Wrong. Skeptical and irrational, no, author never said their approach was skeptical or irrational, no, he was just concerned about this, so irrational also no. Diverse and fragmented, okay, take a look at this particular paragraph, okay, from here to here. Okay. Since 1900, large number of definitions of art have emerged, okay, large number of definitions have emerged. So yes, diversity, diverse, each covering a sector of accepted creative and critical practice, but none apparently applicable to whole of what is accepted as art by art world. Yes, fragmented, because there may be multiple definitions of the same. So fragmentation also involved. So this could be a correct answer. Conventional and didactic. So if we talk, it is not conventional. Okay, it's actually unconventional, very unconventional. So because of the ambiguity that actually exists in this regards. Wrong. Realistic and relevant, no, totally out of context. So option C will be the right answer. So again, a very difficult passage. A lot of things who all the people who actually are looking for preparing for GRE or some sort, such sort, they might not be familiar with this sort of topic. So for them, this passage might just be very, very difficult in general. So a lot of clues hinted out in small fragments throughout the entire passage, on which we need to focus to correctly tackle this question. So very difficult passage. I suggest you pause the video in the initial period and then subsequently try and answer all the questions by going through the RC, and then subsequently once you're done with that, try and go for the solution. That should give you clear insights on how to go ahead and solve these things in general. Okay, that should be a good approach. Now, having said that, if you are looking for towards getting a similar sort of questions answered by us in the subsequent period of time, and you look for a detailed solution of the same, feel free to connect with us. We'll be more than happy to help you out in this particular regard. Okay, now having said that, if you like this video, make sure you like, share and subscribe to the channel, so we'll keep coming up with relevant content such as this further down the line. With all that said and done, I'll be signing out. Thank you so much.